So one thing that's really big in both television and video games is escapism. They're always trying to make a new world for you to explore with new people, or maybe things are more interesting, you might own a dog, maybe you repeat life a billion times. They give you a little opportunity where you can vicariously be Bill Murray playing Hunter S. Thompson. Okay, I mean that's if you get really meta about it, but I want to be Bill Murray. Anyway, it's stuff like that why when we have a magical place like Ponyville, and then we go to a non-magical place like high school, the fans get a little bit testy. They're kinda in it for the departure of reality, and they want to explore the fanciful world they're in. Of course, there's also gotta be a reason to explore, you know, something there that's gotta make it worth it. Exploration can be there kinda for its own sake, but it's gotta create something bigger. This is what really bugs me about a lot of Bethesda's games, is they have a ton of places that you can kinda look at, but there's nothing in them. Oblivion, especially, was really bad about it. There were ruins everywhere, but the only thing in them would be like ghosts and skeletons and nothing else. You were really unlikely to find special armor because everything was leveled according to your level and it relied a lot on random chance. Plus the ruins didn't really depict any kind of culture or archaeological findings. You would find a cave full of skeletons and that would just be the norm. Like no one would question that, no one would say where did these skeletons come from? It's like, oh, that's just where skeletons live, they live in this cave. But that's one thing that a game like Final Fantasy has to its advantage. Because they can sort of schedule when you're gonna go to certain places, they can plan ahead and make sure that you have all the right goodies when you go there. That way you've always got a reason to look around, and there's an incentive to go to every place. Additionally, because you got a bunch of different party members to equip, it's okay to not have everything be the best weapons and items. The fourth best weapon in the game can still go to the fourth character. And this is one thing that I really like about Final Fantasy VI, is that every time you go somewhere, you might get a new character. So you get a bunch of new stuff, and then someone to equip it all on. But anyway, let's get back to our game.
You are 2 weeks late.
I have a lot of stuff to do.
Spare us your feeble excuses.
Yeah, man. I've got like nothing to do, and I've been showing up every day for the past 2 weeks.
I know, you've been eating all my food.
Well, if you had work for me to do, then I could pay you back for the food.
But I don't pay you anything. How are you gonna pay me back for the food?
Well, technically you pay me in food, because you don't pay me anything otherwise.
No, hang on, because I don't think that we ever agreed that that's what I'm doing.
Come on, man.
No, because the thing is, you know, I gotta eat breakfast again sometime, but you keep eating all my...
Silence, you fools! We explored niche now!
It's totally empty, just like my refrigerator.
And cold. Like your empty frickin' refrigerator. You should buy some more food.
I would argue, but I'm so tired from hunger. My food budget used to be $30. Now it's $100 a week.
Well, that's why you should buy more food, so you'll have more energy to assert yourself and make things right again.
Oh my god! Is this what it's like to have children? I will never procreate! Good. A lack of procreation is the future of the state.
Actually, I think it would be the death of the state.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Oh man, even the security checkpoint is dead. Or moved. Maybe it's living somewhere else.
Impossible. It is died.
What makes you so sure?
Security checkpoints are not given passports.
Is anyone given passports in this game? I mean, could you just, like, live anywhere you want?
Wait. There was a security checkpoint in that room, but it doesn't take passports because passports don't exist. So, how did it know who belonged in the security room?
Because they had the pattern you had to walk. Only the citizens would know the pattern.
But it showed you the pattern.
So, what was the point of installing that thing?
I don't know, but it's not here anymore.
Does that mean the people of Narsh, like, deactivated it? Did they take it with them when they left?
No, cause if they did that, then that would mean that they all sat around and had a vote, and they were like, hey guys, I think Nash is going really downhill, do you want to just leave?
Maybe they did that.
Well, they left behind Scootaloo.
Maybe she ate everyone.
My god, maybe she did. Hey, don't scare me like that. Scootaloo, what were you doing in that corner? Wait, you can say more than just peacock?
Man, she has one canon episode where they call her a chicken, and then she gets an entire game universe where everyone believes that she can only speak like a chicken.
I know, how long ago was that episode? What was it, like 3 years?
Ridicule lasts for an eternity.
But every other character in this game was built up to be something that they don't even closely resemble from this show. Why did Scootaloo stay a chicken?
Because it's hilarious.
But it's not funny at all! There were a ton of jokes that came up around that time period. Why did this one stick for 3 years?
Well, like, what else would you want to see?
I don't know. I don't really want to see anything that's 3 years old, but like there was something where Sweetie Belle was a little bit special.
It quits being funny when it turns out to be true.
So Sweetie Belle just gave us instructions to go find another pony.
It's Derpy. She lives in the hills. She replaced Umaro, the big Sasquatch.
Oh, so they made the potentially retarded character with Strabismus, she's the Sasquatch?
Yeah, it could be. Little bit offensive.
We must get that character, yes.
Well, we can, but we need Scootaloo in the party again, so we gotta go back to the airship.
That is too much trouble. I will come back for retarded Sasquatch Derpy later, then.
Well, in that case, there's not a whole lot left to do in Nash. I mean, there's a dragon, or should be, but with this ROM hack, I wouldn't even want to mess with it. The way it works is there's supposed to be 8 dragons, and if you kill all of them, you break the dragon seal. Then you get the Crusader Magicite. That was good because in the original game, Crusader had really good stat boosting abilities, like all the Magicite could boost your stats, but in Pony Fantasy, there is no stat boosting through Magicite. So the only unique thing that Crusader can do is teach us the spell Merton.
Okay, is Merton any good?
Not really. It attacks the party as well as the bad guys, so it's really not better magic or anything, it's just sort of magic that you can't get anywhere else.
I am not running in these stupid errands. I am doing whatever I please.
That's for the best. The other thing we want to avoid is the gem box. It's a relic that lets you cast 2 spells in one turn, but to get it you have to defeat the game's most tedious boss. It works like this. There's a boss, and you can only attack it with magic, right?
Right.
But it's only weak to one kind of magic, and that kind of magic changes every time you cast a spell on the boss.
Okay.
And then, when you kill the boss, it casts the strongest spell in the game and kills the whole party.
Oh, that sounds frustrating.
It is a super frustrating boss. There's only like 2 ways that you can beat it without getting the party killed. One requires a ton of preparation, and the other one is slow.
So, this is Pony Fantasy, the game of frustrations with the bosses amped up.
So that means the boss is gonna be even slower.
Oh man, you get like this opportunity to fix the boss and make it more interesting. Maybe we should check it out just to see if they pulled through on it.
Yeah, if by pulled through you mean that they probably just gave it stronger attacks that bypassed the shields.
I am replacing the party. It is time now to remove the traitors.
Yeah, that's right. Trixie and Celestia get out of the party. Go be perfect somewhere else.
So this is what a small victory feels like, huh? You finally got him out of your party.
Yes, and it feels wonderful.
It feels like we have just taken the shower with the world's most glorious shampoo. Yes.
Like we've scrubbed with the softest, most gentle soap bar ever known to existence.
To get rid of a fungus that you caught by willfully standing around in a dirty pool of water and screaming about how dirty this water is.
And then we get out of the shower and we go and we lay down in a bed made out of the softest, feathery stuff and blankets.
And we light some candles.
No, why would we? No, we blow out the candles.
No, yes, we had a good shower. Why is it time for bed?
Because we had a good shower, it's time for bed.
No, yes, we had a good shower. Now it's not time for bed. Now it's time for Gay and Lesbian Island.
What?
Because the island is shaped like a triangle.
Oh, it's a gay and lesbian rights joke.
Yes, it is a joke.
I don't get it.
It is a joke. It is about the triangular shape of the island.
Oh my gosh, I know it's a joke, but if you want to get really specific, you're fighting a giant worm right now. You know those things are hermaphrodites, right? That means that if that thing reproduces with other worms, this is seriously gay and lesbian island.
It is less sexy than I imagined.
It's gay and lesbian island, combined, with just one animal.
Guys, the gay and lesbian worm is doing a move called engulf. Oh gosh, it just ate Rainbow Dash alive.
Well, that is not a very proactive way to depict gays and lesbians.
Maybe it is proactive if you are a giant worm. Yes.
I don't know. It sounds like kind of a slur to me. You just be like, oh yeah, gay and lesbian worms eat all the adventurers.
Maybe it is good to eat the adventurers. You do not judge the worm society.
Guys, Luna got eaten. Can we tell Scootaloo maybe to save the day?
No, I am getting into this.
Gross. That's gross.
I am not the one who programmed this into the game.
Well, there we go. That was the whole party eaten by the worm. Now all that's left is Trixie and Celestia. Way to go, guys!
Oh, no wait, dude, everything is cool.
What? Why? We were eaten by a giant gay and lesbian worm!
Yeah, but apparently he dropped us off down here, underneath gay and lesbian island.
So we are getting a look at the underbelly of Gay and Lesbian Island.
It's got a catchy background music.
Yeah, this is not very exciting for an underbelly.
Do you think it's a metaphor?
Well, if it is, it's not a very exciting metaphor, but I guess we could try to break it down. So, we got these guys running back and forth, right? And they're all... could be gay.
But we won't know unless we ask them. Yes, which will be awkward.
So that could be like a metaphor.
Well, but what does that mean exactly? Because, I mean, like, if we wanted to date them, I mean, even if our characters were, like, boys that are into boys, wouldn't we make friends with them first anyway?
Well, yeah, but...
See, because how many successful relationships have you started with the pickup line?
0. But I always hear about them working.
Well, yeah, I always hear about them working too, but how many people do you personally know who got into a serious relationship through a pickup line?
Oh, that really screws up the metaphor.
Yeah, because...
Also, what screws up the metaphor is the fact that that guy just kicked you off the bridge.
Yeah.
Maybe there's no metaphor. Yes.
No.
I don't know.
I mean, like, I'm sure
Yeah, I
there's
don't
one
know.
if we try really hard to imagine one. Because this place is weird, and I'd like there to be some kind of explanation.
Maybe that is the metaphor. Yes, is there's no explanation.
Seems like kind of a weak metaphor, really.
That is the point. You wake up in the morning and there's mildew in your bathroom and you say to yourself, why? Because.
That one sucks.
Yeah, because how do the guys on the bridge fit into the mildew theory?
They don't. That is the point. Nothing fits.
Yeah, but you ever notice
You
how it's
suck.
weird
I put
that-
forward the theory.
Okay, yeah. You notice how, like, whenever someone makes up a metaphor, you usually learn more about the person who wrote the metaphor than you do about the group that they're describing? Like in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Casey, he depicts a bunch of, like, mental health patients, and all they need is a fishing trip and to, like, spend time with a woman and they get over their illnesses. Didn't teach you anything about people with mental illnesses, because all that was bullcrap. It taught you a lot about what Ken Casey thought about people with mental illnesses.
So what you are saying is, if we can decipher this metaphor, we will learn more about the person who created the metaphor. Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Then why do we even care about deciphering the metaphor?
Because if we decipher it and we agree with whatever it means, then we'll feel smart.
Oh, well, what if we don't agree?
Well, then I guess we'll be angry.
I am already angry because I don't understand the metaphor.
You got a chef's hat.
That's why we got to figure the metaphor out so we can feel intelligent.
Wait, I got it. What if there is no metaphor, and we're really smart for figuring out that there never was a metaphor in the first place?
But I disagree with that, so it makes me angry, so that can't be the answer because it makes me angry.
Oh my god, this is so hard to figure out. Is this what it's like to be the President of the United States?
Maybe this cave is a metaphor for being a politician.
How?
Okay, we could put it to a vote. Let's all vote for what we think that this cave is a metaphor of. I vote that it's a metaphor for US politics.
I vote that there is no metaphor at all.
I vote that there is no metaphor, but also we cut funding to schools.
Oh shoot, can we do that?
Yes, and I will get a donation from the Koch brothers.
Oh, that's no fair. We don't have anyone who will give us money to vote to defund stuff.
Okay, you and me, let's vote that you can't get money for defunding stuff.
Okay, but then I want to add stuff to the vote, okay?
You can't do that, you idiot. We have to vote to save ourselves.
Yeah, but I want to vote so that you have to give me $1. I vote that we don't get to defund stuff, and you give me $1.
I don't think you really understand. We have to work together as a team.
But we're not on the same team. We disagree on some really fundamental stuff.
No, we don't. We have a common enemy.
I'm going to get all the money.
Wait a minute, though. I agree with her. If I side with you, then there's gonna be a metaphor.
You do not agree with her. She wants to defund school.
And also make it so that there's no metaphor in the cave.
And also defund all the schools.
And also that, but we'll deal with that when I completely win the vote.
Dude, think of the children.
I am thinking of the children, and I resent your attempt to smear my reputation.
Oh my god.
I'm going to win.
Well, it seems like during all this victory where we didn't have a metaphor, we've gotten in a fight with a dragon.
It says his name is Basil. And you can change the subject if you want, but I still want to slap you.
Well, you eat all my food, and you know I don't want to slap you.
So if Basil is in this cave, does that mean Basil is gay?
I thought you guys voted that there was no metaphor in this cave.
Basil being gay is not a metaphor.
Yes. If Basil is the gay dragon, then he is the gay dragon. Yes.
If we're gonna use that line of logic, then why exactly is Basil gay just because he's in the cave? You guys are in the cave.
Yes, and?
I don't follow.
Okay, never mind. Just defund schools. I don't think it'll make a difference.
It won't make a difference to me. I have already gone to school.
I'm glad I'm not the one getting ganged up on today.
Guys, I have never felt so alienated to a group before.
So, this whole battle with Basil, it's been pretty easy because Basil has one move that's physical, and the rest of it is all fire-based. Luna has on armor that makes her immune to fire, so she's pretty much invulnerable. I don't know if I want to call that a bad thing, because if we were to maybe come down to this cave expecting to find a character, I might be disappointed and frustrated. You know, I might turn into Inspector Gadget, and Go-Go Gadget, where the heck is Go-Go? There's supposed to be an optional character down here. The fire dragon is supposed to be in the Phoenix Cave. You know, like how in the intro to this game I was saying you had a reason to go everywhere because every place gave you some kind of reward. Fighting the dragon is not necessarily a reward.
It is okay. I am sure the new character is not moved to someplace weird. And of course it is surely not Lauren Faust, only portrayed as the Messiah.
Yeah, well I sure hope that the part where you play as Trixie nursing Sophisto back to health is about as weird as it gets.
You guys played ahead.
As soon as I couldn't find Go-Go, I looked it up.
Yes, it is true. Lauren Faust is the Messiah.
You know, there's a certain part in this game when you stop trying to figure out or understand the reasoning behind things. You just say, okay, this is weird.
So alright, Lauren Faust is Pony Jesus and she's somewhere else.
Yep, and we'll get her some other time. Thanks for playing with us, everybody.